Hi, this is Jeff Schultz with Model Railroad Hobbyist Magazine here at the 2011 National Train Show in Sacramento, California. I'm here at the SoundTraxx booth with Jarrett Ireland, who's going to tell us about their previously announced and now shipping SoundTraxx product.
Yeah, I actually just wanted to give you a demonstration of SoundTraxx. We're real excited to get this product out. Primarily what the concept is instead of doing onboard sound, actually making the sound go throughout the layout and using transponding block detection technology available from Trax, it actually will hook into the LocoNet and then follow the model around. Now technically it can be used in every scale, but ideally it's really perfect for N scale, Z scale, where you have a real hard time not only getting larger speakers in, but speakers that can produce the real rich full frequency response that you need to really recreate sounds. It can also be used as just an under the table sound, but if you do that, in that case that's going to be more for a smaller layout. To really use its full potential, you'll want to use block detection and transponders and let it travel along with the locomotives. Some of the cool features on it, it actually can be set up for canyons, echo effect when you blow the whistle, or the horn in this example. I'll just blow it and you can hear an echo like you're in a canyon. And you can also set up where you go into a tunnel and it fades out, then when it comes out of the tunnel, it comes on. The sound library includes very extensively our full collection of steam sounds, plus quite a few diesels, 3 EMD prime movers, multiple Alco prime movers, Fairbanks Morse, Baldwin, even the Galloping Goose and Gas Mechanical. So there's quite a full stream of sounds within it. You're not just buying one generic diesel and one generic steam, so you really can set up and match your prototypes just like you would with a onboard sound.
Okay, couple questions. One, does the Tsunami itself have transponding if you want to combine the two?
What the Tsunami itself actually has is a setting for transponding, but you still need to add a little product from Trax called a TL1, which is their little transponder, and then there's a CV you change to enable the transponding itself. So you could actually, in theory, use it where the high frequencies are in your onboard sound and the low frequencies are in your SoundTraxx unit and pair the two up.
For a real diesel rumble then?
Yeah, real diesel rumble, really full chuff. It really, to me, is used the best using 5 of the sound zones throughout the layout plus the subwoofer underneath.
And just to confirm, you do have to use a Trax command station with LocoNet and either Trax decoders or one of their add-on transponders.
Yes, it is a DCC system that does require their BDL, either 162s or the current ones, the 168s, with transponding if you want to use the full feature. If you just want to do an out-of-the-box, under-the-table sound type of situation, you still want to use a Trax system with it, but it doesn't have to have the transponder. So there's a few different options. Again, for like a shelf layout, can just be an out under the table sound system, and it basically works like a super decoder, if you will. Just call it up and it'll make the sound, but if you want it to travel throughout the layout, it does require block detection.
And will customers be able to add their own sounds or add sounds they can download from you?
They will not be able to add downloadable sound. It's actually all loaded up. Within that library though is about 12 prime movers, I believe it's 8 steam chuffs, over 30 air horns and whistles, so it's a very, very extensive library, plus multiple bells, multiple air compressors, multiple dynamos, multiple couplers. I mean, we've taken really the Tsunami library for the most part and put it right in there for you to use.
And will this come with like a computer program to set it up, or is it all set up through a controller?
It's all set up through the controller and actually right through the knob and display, and it'll just tell you exactly what you have set up. You can also adjust it on the fly with a DCC cab.
I don't have any more questions, so how about showing us the product?
Sure, absolutely. So we're going to demonstrate here a 645 turbo in this Amtrak F40, and then we'll also run a Bachmann steam engine here.
All right. Let's see it go, or hear it go. What unfortunately you can't hear through the computer is that the sound is definitely moving between the speakers.
The actual operation of the system also is very much the same as the sound encoder. Function 2 blows the horn, 3 will do a short horn, 1 will do a bell. Dynamic brakes, it does have the full manual notching features found in the Tsunami. So when you're running it, you're actually just running it identical to a traditional sound decoder. I'll go ahead and switch over to the Steam now.
I'm hearing what appears to be a bass rumble from an N-scale locomotive.
That's right, it's something that a lot of people thought could never be done, so really filling in. And the thing is it's not so much about getting more volume, it's actually getting the full frequency and really feeling the chuff or feeling the rumble of the diesel rather than just getting it louder. And it's really something that we're excited to see how people implement them. And again, you could even go down to Z-scale with some of the Trax motor decoders that are now in Z-scale, such as in the microtrains engines. You could certainly implement this easily into your layout.
All right. So, as I understand it, this is able to use 6 of the zones for transponding from Trax. Does that mean a maximum of 6 locomotives it can track?
What it actually is per unit, you can store 99 locomotives in the memory base and then run 6 dispatch trains at a time. If there's a 7th train running, what'll happen is as soon as the first one is no longer in use or one times out, it'll call up the next one and continue making sound for it. You could, in theory, in a larger layout, do another 6 with another system and actually have them interchange, things of that nature. So I think a lot of clubs will find it very useful in that regard, as every time you go beyond the 6, you add another system. The speakers can be up to 10 feet apart for effectiveness. You start getting beyond that and they're just so spaced out. But the cool thing is from 10 feet or shorter, there's a fader rate you adjust between the 2 speakers, so it gently will turn one off and bring the other on, so it gives the illusion of sound right here, even though the locomotives, the sounds are either coming from here or over there. It'll gently fade, so you can adjust that.
Okay. I had a question and I'm having to rethink it. So you can stack the SoundTraxx systems. Is there a maximum number you can stack together?
No.
Wow. So you could have quite a few systems, like you said, over a club-sized layout.
Yes.
And they will talk to each other.
Yes. I'll be honest, because the product is still something fresh that really hasn't been seen in the industry, I'm very excited to see what clubs, modulars, home layouts, what people come up with as far as not only implementation of the system for size, but also clever methods of hiding the speakers throughout the layouts, whether it be a hillside, buildings, and just seeing the effectiveness of it out there. I think it's going to be a product that people really enjoy.
All right, and what is going to be the suggested retail on the SoundTraxx system?
MSRP on the SoundTraxx unit is $595.
Does that include speakers, or will you have a package with speakers as well?
It does not include speakers, and the primary reason is to allow you to pick between either doing 6 speakers, how big you want them, and then also a subwoofer. We're going to offer some recommendations on speakers on our website for now, and of course we do still sell speakers that can be retrofitted in. So what's included is actually the SoundTraxx unit itself with a complete memory base, a loco net cable to tie into the Trax system, bus wires to actually go to the 6 speakers, and then of course power supply and manual.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to explain about it?
Well, I think the biggest thing is just to, if you're in N-scale and you're looking for a way to do sound and you haven't quite been satisfied with the onboard experience, really try it out. And also don't limit yourself to just saying, well, it's for a big layout, because you can actually do some pretty effective things even in the smaller tabletop layouts of a house.
One final question. Do you know where you might be demonstrating this in the near to mid future?
Well, we will have it at Train Fest. big Texas train show this fall in Houston. Also the Oklahoma City show coming up in December. So we will have it in display there, and of course also in Durango.
Okay, Jarrett, you've also got Blackstone Models, which is concentrating on basically Colorado narrow gauge railroading and HO scale. What new products or re-release products do you have to tell us about?
Okay. Yeah, actually, Blackstone Models is our ready-to-run HO&3 model division, although technically we're not always planning on doing just Colorado. In fact, we do have an East Broad Top 3-bay hopper coming up this fall. Actually, it'd be more like this winter, but those will be the first non-Rio Grande Southern model that we've done, and we've been getting a good response. Newly announced at the show is actually going to be a release early 2012 of our K27. We're re-releasing both the 453, which was the Durango switcher, been a very popular engine, and also the post-rec 455 of the RGS like we have up here. Those will both be previously released versions. Then we have 4 new road number paint variants that we haven't done yet. 463 with a green boiler in the early Herald and a round number plate. The 456 with Flying Grand, the previous version was the other Herald. The 461 in an early paint scheme. So we are starting to go through, as well as also the 462. Last time we released it as a green boiler early Herald. Now we're doing it in Flying Grand with a snowplow like it was on the RGS. Tank cars are also coming out. We had a very high demand for them, and honestly we were excited to get more out there. So we're doing 6 new road numbers, both in weathered and non, 3 of the frameless road numbers, and then also 3 of the narrow frame road numbers.
Are there any other new locomotives you'll be releasing soon?
Not just yet. We're still actually in development stages on what our next projects will be. So.
Okay, I understand you had a C19 you wanted to show us.
We did, actually. We're very excited. It's out on the market now, been shipping for about a month, so we're excited to see it out there. So let's take it for a spin.
All right. All right. That's an impressive little model. Jarrett, thank you for having us over. And this is Jeff Schultz with Model Railroad Hobbyist Magazine at the 2011 National Train Show in Sacramento, California with Jarrett Ireland of SoundTraxx. Thank you.